Thank you, Kemp. Nobody ain't tell me. I've been doing all this talking. Ain't nobody tell me a thing. Thank you, Kemp, so much. I really, really appreciate that. I just been talking and talking and talking and talking. Hey, Neek. Neek, I've been muted. And Kemp, I really appreciate you, baby. You let me know that I was muted. I hit the mute button on the side of the phone, I guess, when I was running my mouth. What? Neek, Neek, Neek. And then Earl, he's the moderator. He didn't tell me. But you got to check that first when I come on live, baby. Y'all, that's Cam back there, boo. Y'all, what I was saying when I was talking to myself on mute is that it's reset Sunday, chill mode. After I did my hair, are you a teacher? No, yeah, I am a teacher. That is my daughter that you're hearing, my special needs daughter. So I homeschool her. So technically, yeah, I am a teacher. So I have to get all her stuff ready because today is Sunday and we're starting tomorrow. But I had already got her plan together for the entire school year, but I'm switching it up because I've been praying for her to talk, and as you can hear, she's babbling and stimming and stuff like that. And I got a new plan for her to help with pulling words out of her mouth. I really feel like, and I really have a prayer and a dream, definitely a prayer that she'll talk. So I'm changing up our curriculum. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it's Sunday reset. I've cleaned up the whole house. I've cooked dinner, washed clothes, got everything ready for the nurse to come in. Cami has a nurse that comes in Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays that helps me out. This week we have a MRI that she has to get. They got to put her to sleep so they can look at her eyes to make sure that her glasses are still working. And we're going to swimming therapy. So for me to stay, and then I have a brain injury camp. So for me to stay organized, this is what I do. So I'm just showing my community and people who follow me and watch my videos and everything like that. When I go live, I like to show the background of what goes on behind the reels and the stuff that y'all see that I can edit out, that y'all don't get to see this part. But this is what I be doing. This is what your girl be doing to stay focused and to remember, because I have a cognitive issue myself and I don't remember much. So it's for kids on the spectrum. Right, that's right. There's a gummy that helps with speech. Have you heard of it? Neek, today, just today, I heard about that gummy. But guess what else, Neek? The gummy, the people who was talking about the gummy, they were talking about zeolite. I got zeolite in there. That what else they call that zeolite? What's on that box in there? The little drops that they were saying, like they were saying, oh, my child took these drops and they went from no words to a lot of words, talking within weeks. So you know me, I go and try it for Cammy. Cammy has taken, she's on her second bottle of the zeolite, and y'all hear she's still, I don't see change at all. So I'm almost like, did these parents get on here and tell stories? I don't want to call them liars, but did they just get paid to say, what they call it? Let me hold it. Let me show them. Lingo bee. I've got 3 kids with autism. 2 of them are nonverbal. Jennifer. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Have you heard about the Lingo Leap? Lingo Leap. And have you heard the parents saying, okay, I'm not about to give you none, baby. Somebody on here talking about the wrong thing. We in here talking about some real serious stuff. I'm putting the time out forever. But the Lingo Leap, they were on there and they were saying, nope, haven't heard of it. They say, oh, we gave this to my baby, and you know, it opened up a certain thing in their brain that made the connection where they start talking, and it hasn't worked for Kamari. And I looked at all of the testimonies and everything. I mean, I'm a researcher. I've done some things for my daughter, and I've researched, and we tried it, and like light therapy and stuff like that. The light therapy actually really worked for her. We did 2 weeks of that off at a clinic, and that worked wonders for her. Wonders, the light therapy. But this has not done a thing, and we've been doing it for almost 2.5 months now. She's almost done with this, and I think we're gonna be done with this. I think it's just I don't know what to call the word that this is. But all of the parents are talking about this. If you go on Instagram or Facebook, that's where I've mainly been seeing this at. But I did try it out, and it's not for Cammy. Hey, Madison. How are you? Did you get my message, Madison? Hey, Penny. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Joseph. And Jennifer. Is your kids homeschool? And tell me a little something about like how do you work with them as far as nonverbal? So I've been researching, and this is why I'm resetting Kamari's homeschool because we've been working on like animals and all of the home, like all of school setting stuff. But I feel like speaking is very, very important. So I'm putting a hold to not like the whole curriculum, but not even putting a hold. I'm going to merge speech. Like everything is going to be around speech and then the numbers, speech and then the colors, speech and then the shapes. So that's what I've come up with a plan for Kamara, and I named her homeschool Cultivate Academy because I'm trying to cultivate her life. So how do you do that? We sign and they have communication devices and they're in school. Okay, okay. Kamari does sign language. And look, we just had her birthday party, right? She had a unicorn birthday party. Her stuff is still up because it was so cute. I said we'll leave it up. We had it last Thursday. And for one of the games, my mom, we just have small parties for her immediate family. One of the games, I sent a list out. Earl, is it time for her to go to, well, how many more minutes for the party? I sent a list out prior to the party, and everybody had to learn words so we could do a sign language game. Because I want everybody to be able to know how to talk to Cam, like my mom, my dad, my nephews, and my children. So we did a game, and we discussed sign language. So we do sign language. We do the device. She has a device. She has an AAC device. She does very well with that. My boys are 5 and 6 years old. Okay, see, Cammy just turned 12. Let me show you Cammy, Jennifer. I don't know if you saw her earlier when I was muted. I didn't know I was muted, but there's Cammy right there. See, she's 12 years old. But she probably looked like she's about 6. But that's why y'all hear her back here being loud. Most of the time, she loud.